I'm Justin Raymundo. I wanted to be here just so kids like me, teens like me, people like me my age, know that it's okay to speak up. And hate is not something that's okay in any way, shape, or form. And I just wanted to pay myself back, the me in the past sometimes, that when I didn't speak up about, no, it's not okay for you to call me that, or no, it's not okay for you to act that way. And I owe that to myself and to other people. So I'm here to speak up. Specifically, my experiences were just in high school. Well, not necessarily just in high school, but they were in school. And that's something that scares me the most, is that, there's a lot of hate that's in our schools, and it never was physical. It never was something where kids were punching my locker or kids were defacing things, but it was still hate. And then that's the scariest form of hate, because there's nothing you can actually do. I felt when the kids were calling me, my nickname in high school for my junior and senior year was BGP, and it stood for Big Gay Panda. And at first I just laughed along with it. It was just another joke that a lot of the guys were giving me. I was a popular student. People knew who I was. People liked me. But I was still being called Big Gay Panda, and it hurt. And I never knew why they were doing it. I never knew why they would say those things, because my friends were their friends, and people that they liked and they valued a lot, they liked me and I valued them as friends. So I just didn't understand why it would be okay for them to say that or speak that way. And it was just hate, and it was hurtful, and it's the kind of thing that they would say BGP in class. And when I was speaking or presenting or doing something that it meant something a lot to me, presenting in class, and the teacher couldn't do anything about it. That was probably the worst thing, is the times that I did speak up, nothing changed. And I think that's, growing up in the Midwest, there were a lot of people like that. But I think the people that made fun of me, the bullies, were just more vocal about it. They were just more vocal about their feelings than I was. And so that is, my experience with hate is that a lot of the times, hate is just stronger than me sometimes. That they would just speak up more, and they would be able to, that they were just stronger than I was. Not necessarily physically, but they were just stronger in their passion and their backing. Hate was stronger than me wanting hate to stop. It was fueling them, and it was something as little as being called BGP. It was something as little as being called Big Gay Panda. And I was just, and it wasn't okay. When I ran for National Honor Society president my senior year, I was the first gay National Honor Society president. And I was I was known as the first gay National Honor Society president. And it was that has nothing to do with who I am. It's that's nothing to do with why I won. It's because I won because I was the best candidate, and because I'm smart, and because I'm intelligent, and it's because I'm passionate about this group, and being a scholar, being a leader, being doing good. And I was known as the gay NHS president. And no matter how hard I worked, I was known as the first gay NHS president. And that bothered me. Being called BGP, 3 words, Big Gay Panda, it stripped away a lot who I was. It summed up my race, my size, my sexual orientation. It just summed up a lot. But that's not all who I am. And I think slurs in general make it easier for you to just simplify a person and hate them. like, even after, like, it stopped eventually. Not because I spoke up, just because I didn't do anything. And I mean, apathy and indifference is a lot worse than hate, I think. Because I mean, I've done a lot of research into genocide, and I mean, I was just talking about, like, I was just told that only 10% of the people were either in the opposition or within the Nazi Party. And, like, I was told that, like, the 80% of those people, like, just the regular Austrian people, were just bystanders. They just watched. And, I mean, I always think that I'm a human rights major. I think that I speak up well enough. I am vocal and passionate about, like, what I want to do and who I want to fight for and protecting people and fighting people's rights, but I didn't speak up against my own, like, my own experience of hate. And, like, that's part of the reason why I fight so much now.